Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we want to talk about some of my old friends. His name was Charles. He was a black Afro-American man, the age of 28, 30, something like this, and I meet with him for 10 years, something like this, 11 years, and we talk about a lot of crazy stuff, in these times I don't believe in that, let me say, alien jinn hybrids who rule now the governments and the politics and the religions and the economies. And when I was 16 years old, we talked with this man whose name wasn't Charles, and he was 30 years old. He's a black Afro-American man, and he talked with me about all that alien stuff that he was before in the United States of America, and he lived there, and he tell me something that that he was before white. That is really crazy what he tell me. He tell me that he was before a white Aryan man, and that he have some problems with I'm not sure, the members of the Ku Klux Klan or one Aryan group from the United States, and he tell me that he have not really problems with them, but he see that they follow him, and in one time it was like, he tell me that was like a dream, and they catch him and they take him in some place where he remember where the place was, but it wasn't, let me say, another dimension like this, and he talked with me about this Aryan Nazis, hooligans, something like this. They was 10 or 20 of them, and all that, they have no hair, they are white, they have no hair, looking like hooligans or some Aryan group members, and he talked to me about that they want something from him. In this moment he was white, and they want something from him, but they want something what is in his soul. That means they talk about some, let me say, an example. You're together with one girl and she waiting of you that you say I love you, and it's like this. They want in this moment from Charles that he say that he's one of them, and that was all. They want only that he respect that what they do, and that he will be one of the part, not the real part of them, but let me say, that he just believe in them, that they want that for him, and he don't know, what he want to answer them, and he say, no, I don't want anything from you, and I don't want to go with you any place. And then they attack him, 10 or 20 Aryan white guys, and they slap him a lot of times, and let me say, they make he tell me a lot of horrible stories about what they do with him, and he talk about it was another dimension, that they take him to some place, to another dimension. He was there, but it was not a real place. He don't tell me something like is on the underground, or in some ship or some spaceship. He don't know anything where the point was, where they catch him or where they hold him, and that's not what he tell me. He was right in this moment, and he fight with them, times 4 times, and he can run away from them. And then he tell me something like that in one point, when they don't can delete or delete his memory, about some stuff who was before in his childhood. They don't can delete that stuff from his memory, and then they burn him. Then he tell me that he was white before, and they burn him, and he was black after that. They bring him out of the United States. They bring him to Germany, give him. The crazy stuff was that after that he comes out of that another dimension, he was really black. And it was really crazy for him, and he tell me a lot of stuff that this was very hard for him to believe that they can do that stuff. And I see his skin, and in the first moment when you see him, you say it's a normal black man, you know. But when you go near and see the details of his skin, you see that it's something, let me say, like not a makeup, like when it's burning, but it's a makeup crazy stuff. You know, he was before white, and then after that he was black. They bring him to Germany. They give him a lot of things what he don't have before. Before he was a very strong man. He have muscles and something like this. He was very fit, you know, white man. And then he was black and fat. He have no job. He have no money. His family members who live in the United States have contact with him, but I don't know. He tell me something like that they are so manipulated that they can remember and what for a time he goes out of the United States. And a lot of stuff like he tells me that I talk a lot of times with him, you know, hours and hours, and I was in his room. And that what I see in his room was very, very crazy. I see that he have in his room, you know, he don't go in the toilet, he drop all his urine in bottles. And the nails, when he cut his nails, he have a place where he put all that stuff in, you know. He don't give some organic stuff, all organic stuff. Okay, the shit, he go in the toilet for the shitting, but for the piss, it's unbelievable. He put it in bottles, and big 100 liter and stuff. And in the months, some stuff goes on the lowest point of the bottle, some let me say pulver or something organic stuff. I don't know what he do there, but he have that stuff in his room, and it's stinking like piss. And I come in his room and say, "Oh man, what's that?" He tell me that. Sorry, that is one of my. He say something that is he must have that stuff there when he don't have his own urine in his near or in his room. It will be like I don't know, something suck his energy or something like this. He talked with me about flying spaceships, and he make the noise of them, you know. And I was 16 years old, and I don't believe what he say. A part of them, I believe, I listen him, and I think in his time he maybe is really crazy. He takes some crack, or he say no. From time to time, I listen him, and I hear from the vocals, from that what he talks, that this was a technical devices of the spaceships. I never hear before some of the names of that equipments. What he tell me, you know, he have some technical names of equipments who never read in some book, you know. And in this times, my job was energy electronic, and I don't hear that stuff before, and so I listen him very good. And you know, this man talked with me about the spaceships who fly very fast, and he talked with me about it. Some Aryan race are the owners of some another dimension or something like this, and he, you know, he have no job, and he have no money, he have nothing. But at one point, one time I walked with him in the near of train station, and he look into the streets where he can find some metals. And I asked him, what are you doing there, you know? And he tell me that it was in an era of a recycling from the government, a recycling industry complex, and he was in the entry of this recycling complex where the alcohols, the transporters who bring that old metals to this recycling point, from time to time, when they cross the road and when they lost some of that metals, and he looking for them. I don't know what he do with them, but he tell me something like that it's only the let me say the way to find anything, any equipment stuff, or any stuff who never reach your eyes when you're going in some technical shops or something like this. And look, I was looking to the train. I want to go with the drive with the train in the inner city, and you know, he stand in front of me, looking at my eyes, and behind him was the train station, and that was so incredible crazy, you know. I see with my eyes in milliseconds how the train reached the station, like this. Oh, and he have a so fast reaction of this that he turned around so fast that I can never believe this. That means that they looking crazy, but they are not crazy. You know, they had something becoming in their programming, and they make them crazy. You know, think about it. He was before red, and then he's black. He's burning. What's going on, man? What's going on? But I want to tell you about this stuff. His name is Charles, and he lives in Munich, and he's Afro-American. Maybe I find him again here in the big city, but I will tell you that is one of the stories, one of the people who I meet with them, and they searching for metals, and they put all that urine what they comes out of the body, they put it in bottles and hold that in his homes. He tell me that it was that they are. I remember that for 3 years or something like this, I see him on the streets. And you know, when you see some person like this again, years and years after in the streets, you are a little bit, let me say, sensible about what you can talk with him, and how much answers of the questions what you ask him he will tell. He will tell you not detail anymore. That is what I reject from that conversation. That he can't tell me details anymore. Why? He know that I will memorize all that stuff, think about them clearly as before, and I talk with him only a few words, and he tell me something that I ask him only a few questions. The first question what I ask him is, see you one of them. He don't answer me. The second question was who they are, and he give me only one answer. And after that answer, I go there. Why I feel that he built up some negative, I don't know, shield or something like this. I ask him, who are they? And he say me only, they are murderers. And that was incredible, crazy for me. And you know, this person who I think was really in that kind of another dimension, or holographic dream or something like this. He was so manipulated that all answer what he give you of any question will be also some manipulating. You can feel it when you talk with him, you know. You talk with him and you feel that his eyes turning, and you know that he can't concentrate. He's not concentrate enough to talk clearly words. And a lot of another stuff, you know, he's thinking and he's splitting with his mouth when he talk like this, and he looks very horrible, you know, like a really poor person. And let me say, like when he live on the streets and he have bare beard, and he asked me about marijuana and something, drugs and something like this. The thing was that I feel that in this moment I can ask him a lot of questions. Maybe he sees something what I can see, and he can give me some real information about who they are, where they are, and something like that. But he say me they are murders, and that was enough for me. And I feel that negative energy who comes from his soul. Sorry, when I will tell you. And before, I remember also for the first times when I meet with him. He don't realize really that I'm listen him good, you know. He don't realize that. That means this persons who are under this mind control or came out of this another dimension, they lost in something in the memory and in the soul. When I talk, can I say it like this? And the soul can catch easier from some entities who are not seen, but he can feel it, and he can be very more manipulate. And I don't know why. He don't tell me really why something happened. But I remember something. Sorry, I forgot to say. He worked in as a technical engineer in air base. I don't know, was Boeing or some he talk about that he works on in the near of an airplane, and the turbine explodes so loud that he was in the near, and he after that explosion he was so a lot of stuff on his face and his hands and knees was destruction. He was hurt from that explosion, and they bring him in the hospital, and after that he don't remember and come in this dimension. And in this dimension they ask him, you come with us, you believe in us, you can try it. That means try to come with us, try to believe in us, we make you one of us. And he don't say that he's with them, and after that they sacrifice, let me say, like a burning man. Thank you very much.